Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Gray, and welcome to the 29th year of the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. We are so glad to be here this year again with Coach Olive here on set with me. Every Saturday morning we'll be here to discuss the ball games with you. And Coach, behind us back there, I want to make mention to the fact that this year we've got a first. On set with us, back behind us, is the first bass drum that was ever played at a Tullahoma High School football game. It was played on Wade Field in 1940 by Bob Couch. So that drum its first season was 81 years ago. And I just want to say, as I know you have numerous times, thank you to the Tullahoma. We have a great football school.
We have a great
But
community.
we have a great band school tradition in our school.
That's
From
good.
Max Weaver, when I was there, to the folks now, an outstanding band, and they add a whole lot to our whole family that we take to a football game.
Add a lot
It's
to the
impressive.
environment. And told Coach or Mr. Scott after the ball game the other night that it was great to have them back with us on the road.
Right.
And Shelbyville was calling their plays at the line of scrimmage. I don't think they use a whole lot of signals. I think they actually use verbiage to call things, and I think there were times, especially when they were right in front of our band, that they struggled with trying to get everybody in the same communicated link there.
Right. But it was a great environment. We want to thank Candy and Fran and Couches downtown Tullahoma for allowing us to use that this year. And Candy brought it by yesterday, and we appreciate that very much. And I hope the band enjoys seeing it on our set, because it's a first for us. And this year might be a year for another first. You never can tell.
Never can tell.
We just have to wait and see how the season plays out. Something else I want to do is I want to wish happy birthday to Brother Jack Heiss. He watches this show religiously, and it's his birthday week, and we just want to make sure that Brother Jack gets a shout out. What a great man, and what a great tradition he has. His son Joe was a year behind me, and a very, very, very good football player. And Brother Jack's been watching Tullahoma football for years.
It's a long time.
Long time. And I also want to say this is a very personal thing for me here. I'm going to dedicate my part of the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show this year to one of the greatest Wildcat fans I've ever known, my dear friend who passed away, Max Gerald. And Max, buddy, you're not here, but we know you are here. And he was as avid a fan as I believe anybody I've ever seen.
He was here on most Saturday mornings.
On Saturday mornings, and involved in every game. Even if he was sick and couldn't travel, he was on the radio or on television, or however he could do it. And what was amazing about Max is he knew all these obscure stats about Tullahoma football. It wasn't just recent. It was always.
I think that went with the job.
With the job that he had. So, Max, this year's dedicated to you, buddy. So, with that said, what we'll do is we played Shelbyville this Thursday night. Starting the season off early, a day early, and we had more fans in the stands than they did.
Well, I know our stands look really full.
They were packed.
It was exciting.
And it was very exciting, and it was misty, and we didn't know whether it was going to rain. It was humid, and it was just a great, great atmosphere for high school football. And we got to win.
And we got to win. That's very important. You work really hard. You'd like to be able to have those
Get a win.
W's. It's a lot better than having the loss or the L in the column. But as we tell our young men, doesn't make any difference which way it goes. You got to get ready for the next one, and that's the great thing about sports, is I don't have time to bask in the glory, and I don't have time to waller in the pity. I've got to get ready for the next one, and that's kind of the story of life.
There's another troop of enemy coming over the hill.
That's correct.
So, but we had a good night, and what we'll do right now is take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter of Tullahoma versus Shelbyville 2021.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stock Temco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree Southern Rose and Sun windows, quick-set locks, General Shell brick, yellow wood, and pass-load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply, 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captains on Thursday night, number 71, Cam Robinson, number 13, Caden Tucker, number 18, Keyshawn Cummings, and number 4, our quarterback, Ryan Scott. And Cam Robinson transferred here last year. Keyshawn Cummings transferred here last year, and both of them have become people that are going to make major contributions. Keyshawn obviously last year got to play a tremendous amount. Cam has worked hard and waited his time and is playing both sides of the ball now. Caden Tucker's the leader of our defense, and Ryan Scott's the leader of the offense. So.
Well, and it's good to see more than one person out there on the field. It's good to get back to normal.
Nice to have it. I hope we stay normal. They kick it short to Owen Stroop. Owen gets up the field there. We've got the ball in great field position.
And all of us on the visitor's side right there are blind looking into the sun right now.
We're going to open up right here. Ryan's going to try to hit Brody right there in the middle of the field, and they've got it pretty well covered and small window trying to fit that one in.
I imagine there's quite a bit of scouting done on Mr. Melton.
he's not as easy to hide as he once was. Keyshawn's on a drive there for 5 yards, running behind Cam Robinson and Caden Bradford. JT Taylor returns at center this year. Ian Poe, number 70, the road grader at left guard, and then number 75, the strongest man on our team, Logan Crouch. And those guys do an awesome job. Got a 4th and 1, and this early in the game, I thought it was best to see if we can't pin them down and keep field position in our direction here. Reagan Tomlin's the deep snapper again this year. Justice Chadwick is the punter again this year. It's nice having all these returning veterans.
Yes, sir, particularly in that kicking game, because kicking game makes a big difference in high school football, and we're fortunate enough to have good kickers right now.
Yes. We hold them to no gain there as a host of Wildcats make the tackles. Our front 4 is different than last year, and there's the first of their fumbles, but we can't get a one of them. I mean,
yeah, that's about what, 4?
There's at least 4 times that we got a shot to get a football and we can't get it. But that's part of it. So, 3rd down and about 5 here. And the quarterback's on to keep it. And the quarterback, Cunningham, is really, really tough. I really thought that the key to this game was our defense not giving up any huge plays for touchdowns, as Caden Cunningham is apt to take one to the house at any time, and then they've got receivers that can fly.
Is he gone now after this year?
After this year.
Hallelujah.
He's been starting against us, it seems like, for 5 years. But he had an older brother that started for him up there, I think, for 3 or 4 years against us. So
that young man stepped up.
Pass complete there to Jacob Dixon, and he's getting great blocking from his 2 fellow receivers there, Joe Duncan and Brody Melton. Keyshawn on the carry there for a short gain, 2nd down and about 8. And Ryan's going to pull it down here, and 15 just makes a good open field tackle. 4 is hard to tackle in the open field, and that's just a good job by their young man. Come back, hit Jacob over here, and look at the blocking out there on the edge.
Wow.
And Jacob makes the first guy, and then the second guy miss, and we get the 1st down. And it's really going to change the complexion of the game because they have to adjust their defensive scheme. It won't happen on this drive. It'll be in the 2nd quarter, but we throw that so much to Jacob and we block it so well that it makes them change their game plan. And we take a shot at them right here out of an empty set, and good play by their guy. We didn't quite lay it out far enough. One of the few mistakes that we made, but it takes a scoring opportunity off the board for us. They're going to run a speed sweep into our boundary, and they're going to make good yardage there. It's going to be 2nd down and about 1 as Brandon Painter makes the tackle. And they're going to throw the hitch out here for the 1st down. But we do a great job of tackling there.
Right.
Okay, and I believe that was Chris Usselton making the tackle, and Chris is a 1st-year senior player, great basketball player for us, and we recruited him for 4 years to try to get him out of the hallways to play football, and he is, we think, going to be a real good one. And there's Cunningham. Just got to get him down. They do a good job of blocking there. Caden Tucker, Will Parton make the tackle, and they got another short 2nd and 1.
Well, he bailed out the backside.
Yeah, it's a design play. They were pulling both linemen from this side over to the other side, and they are a quarterback-centered running team. Great job there by the defense. Sets up a 3rd down and short now. Great. Great. Hold on to him, Colton Proctor. That a boy.
There you go.
And so we got him
in on top of that.
We got a 4th down now. And I love it. Watch Owen Stroop. They start checking, so he's checking. Or at least acting like it. They don't try to draw us offside. They're not going to get us offsides. They're going to call timeout, and they are going to go for it on 4th down and short. And they'll succeed. Who do you think's going to carry the football?
Number 4.
Quarterback. Quarterback will carry it. Anytime it's a crucial situation, there he comes. He's an outstanding football player.
And that was blocked well.
It was. They blocked well and got away with strangling one of our linebackers. So anyway, and again, that's that play that they just ran for 9 yards earlier right there. You saw both linemen pulling, quarterback keeps it and follows them. But this time we hold him to 1 yard, so now it's 2nd down and 9. Gonna come back, throw the hitch there. Brock Stroop. We just don't want to let them behind us. We want to keep everything in front. And you know, we're playing fine. We're not giving up big plays. Offensively, we blew a chance. We had an opportunity there. But we feel pretty good about the situation. It's first quarter's over and it's still 0-0, and we're playing a very good 6A football team. They're 6A. They're 6A. They'll win their region this year.
And we're 4A.
We're 4A.
Pretty good, folks. We got a pretty good football team here going right now so far, and what we're going to do is take a quick commercial break, and after that we'll be back with more Tullahoma High School Wildcat football.
Clayton's has been Tullahoma's shoe store for over 120 years, and Florence Hall continues that tradition today. We're the only shoe store in town that starts with measuring your foot to make sure you get the perfect fit in a quality shoe. That includes narrow through wide widths for men, women, and children. Clayton Shoes, the family shoe store you'll love.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, Family Practice Dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Open up, Shelbyville beginning to knock on our door. Try to run sweep here and they don't get called for holding. Number 66 there as they grab JT Taylor, and so that backs them up. Puts them back on their side of the 50. I like it when they're on their side of the 50.
Yes, sir.
And here's another design quarterback run. We tackle him on the big blue eagle there. The only problem with that big blue eagle is we got that blue on our white jerseys now. Can't get it out. We have worked on it all day long yesterday trying to get them out. And some of our kids are going to wear blue and white jerseys for the rest of the year. All right, take over at the 5-yard line. Fake the ball to Jackson Sheffield. Brody Melton catches it and gets 6 yards. That's what we're trying to get, 4 to 6 yards.
Yes, sir.
Every time we throw the ball out there. Come back, we're going to pitch it to Jackson here. Good blocking by those senior wide receivers.
Took a good lick.
And Jackson gets the first down. Gets us off our goal line. Need one more first down now. That's the goal. Always make 2 first downs before you give the ball up. You want to end it by kicking. You either want to be punting it to them or kicking off to them. Short gain there by Jackson. We're going to come back right here. We're going to hit Jacob Dixon as they condense down into the box. So we take it out there. And Jacob Dixon, first down with Joe Duncan. Joe really didn't have to block. He's going to get first threat. Watch him. He'll get first threat this time because there is a first threat. That last time there wasn't. Watch him. He picks up that first threat. Now Jacob makes the guy miss. Another first down.
You know, and as a fan, you're sitting there going, how many times we get to do this before they figure it out? And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to change something else.
Yep. And here we're going to throw the ball downfield. Ryan completes it to Jacob Dixon as he goes out of bounds with it.
That was a great catch.
It was. If he'd have juggled it at all, it would have been incomplete. Had that 1 foot. And they take a timeout. And we're going to take a shot. Way to come back for the football. We didn't lay it out there as quick and as fast as we should have, but Joe Duncan catches the ball from Ryan Scott. Reagan Tomlin will be snapping it to Wade Collins. And Justice Chadwick will be kicking the PAT. And we're up 7-0.
Coach, I was as we watched this through the night, I was kind of surprised at their lack of speed in the defensive backfield.
They're back there. They can run. It's just they get out of position a little bit sometimes. They all can run. They can cover territory.
Well, we ran right by them.
Well, on that one, they all jumped. They jumped the
something else.
They jumped the swing that we had been hitting against them, and so they got out of position.
Left the middle wide
instead
open.
of having somebody back there deep. Which that's the object. You can see right there. He's tough. I'm telling you, he is hard to tackle.
And he's what? 6 foot what?
He's probably 6'2", so he's not as tall as his brother. He may be only 6'1". He's not as tall as the older brother, but he is athletic and does not. He's just a really good player. I've admired him. I've enjoyed competing against him. I like it when we beat them better than when they beat us.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy coming down.
Yeah, he's a good-sized young man and picking up big yardage against us there. Their offense is really, really good. My hat's off to Coach Sis and all of our defensive coaches. They did an awesome job right here. Jackson Sheffield and a host of Wildcats there on the tackle. Held them to 1 yard that time. And then we get ripped there up the middle. Sophomore there, Ethan Hargrove makes the tackle.
Good for Ethan.
Yeah. He's going to be a good one. And they're going to take a shot here. And we're not in bad shape. 11 can fly. We watched him in a scrimmage video. I mean, run right by 2 corners. And so we did not want to give up anything deep. And just, he's tough. He finds holes. He follows his blockers really well. I don't know how many times he carried the ball the other night, but he's got to be a little sore. And they're ripping us pretty good. No, we got a fumble. Let's get it. No.
Right in our hand, right here.
Yeah. It was like, it reminded me back when I was a kid and they used to turn you loose at the fair to catch a greased pig. Everybody jumping and crawling, trying to grab it, and can't do it.
Can't find it. There it is again.
And we can't get it. I mean, 2 golden opportunities and we can't get it. I thought Caden Bradford might rip it out of there just because he's so strong, but wasn't able to.
What is that movie, The Replacements, where they've got that one guy, they put that stuff on his hands where he can't get rid of the ball once he catches it?
Good defense that time. We stopped the runner coming up the gut there as they had ripped us there. And then they're just going to execute a really good play here. I mean, we're close. We're real close to it being a good play, great play for us. But this is just good execution by them. I mean, we're about to get to the quarterback, and I mean, that ball is put where only his guy can get it, and his guy makes a good catch.
And had 2 guys within a half a step of him. That was a great throw.
Yes, if the throw had been 6 inches back to the inside, Chris would have got his hands on it. It's just good execution by them. And this is going to be a good job right here by us as we get Joe Duncan back there, and we have Brody and Joe both get back there. Joe gets the block.
That's quick.
And Joe's a rather tall young man.
Joe's quick too, isn't he?
Yes, he can run.
Quick twitch guy. So they've answered.
They have. And they're going to kick it off here. And Hargrove finds life's a little rough there because you can't get to where your blockers are. But he caught it. We'll take it at 26. And here we come back. Throwing the screen to Brody Mountain. And that's truck over a few of them there. Great job.
Yeah.
He added about 5 yards to that run after contact. Trying to sprint out here, and they get after us pretty good. Ryan pulls it down. Tries to finish with positive yards. And does.
Ooh.
Got him off sides there.
There you go.
Now we've got a 2nd and short. And if you see, now they're aligning differently now than what they had been. There's 1 less man in the box. We try to hit Brody there, just trying to get them to jump again on the bubble. And now we find the crease.
There it is.
And Keyshawn Cummings outruns them to the end zone. And so we have answered and put ourselves back up on top. And with the kick, we'll go back up 14-6. Good snap. The hold, good kick, good protection.
Did we get the ball in the end zone on the kickoff a lot? I couldn't see.
We got it in there twice the other night, but you couldn't plant. The field was so wet that you couldn't plant. And the wind was blowing there at one point in time. Now we kick it deep this time, and you can see it gets right at the goal line, but it's not in the end zone. It's because we can't plant. And there's Mr. Hargrove making another tackle.
Well, and the area was just thick.
Yes.
It was thick.
The ball was not going to travel very well, and we'll kick it deep one more time, and then we'll start hitting chip shots at them. Now, they're right at a minute or less than a minute to go into half now, so we're backed way off. We're willing to give them short gains, heat up clock. And again, the ball, I'm telling you, it's staying wet. Great interception there. I can't tell you how proud I am of Caden. He has come so far in learning to cover.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
At one time, we dropped to spaces. Now he drops looking for the receivers coming to his space, trying to figure out what the route is, and so that you're jumping the route and not just trying to look at the eyes of a quarterback. And we get stripped right there. And they come up with the ball, so they get the ball right back. So interesting last minute here. We were hoping to at least get a field goal out of it, and we ended up taking a shot there and fumbling the football. It just didn't protect it well enough. And they come back and hit the hitch. We're just trying to keep him in bounds, keep the clock running. And with the wet football, and I don't know who that was hitting me, but another sophomore, Evan Tomlin, makes an interception there. So we end the half on that interception, and up 14-6. We're okay. We like what we're seeing.
Yeah, sure do. Tell you what we'll do right now is take a quick break and be back with some halftime, which we don't have.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. The inside is now a non-smoking facility and had a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma. If you're looking for a branding solution, Molly Dixon welcomes you to LogoWare, where your business, school, athletic team, nonprofit, family group, and other organizations can get your logo or message displayed with silk screening up to 10 colors and embroidery up to 15 colors on everything from caps to socks and all the inner and outer wear in between, plus backpacks, luggage, duffel bags, handbags, and purses. All work is done locally, in-house, on nationally branded product from Nike, Eddie Bauer, New Era, Carhartt, North Face, Russell Outdoors, and many more. So simply, why should you entrust the branding of your business or organization to a stranger on the internet when you can spend your money with a local business that offers competitive pricing and local professional service? For the answer to this question, Molly invites you to visit her at LogoWare, 401 South Washington Street, Tullahoma, 931-222-4103.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Get your news first fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, folks, we're back, and a couple of things we need to talk about here is, number one, is we want to thank the Donut Palace, as always, for what they do. They this year they gave us some donuts to go along with the donut holes, Don.
That's good.
Now, they've been wonderful throughout the years to support us. We want to thank Sundrop for they're our water sponsor. And we have a couple of new sponsors this year, and we're working on commercials for them. I want to thank Star Physical Rehab, Amy Morris and her group over there, and they've just moved in a new facility. We went over there yesterday and shot a commercial for them, and that's where I took my rehab after my hip surgery. And outstanding. You know, every therapist over there has the highest degree, which is a doctor of physical therapy, that they can get. So, and what I said at the end of the commercial is, I can remember when Jacob had his ACL tears, and before you get back on the field, you have a therapist in there, you have a test you have to pass. You're going through things with lifts and all of this stuff, and at the end of the commercial, I said, you want to pass the test? Come visit the best, Star Physical Therapy, because they are absolutely well trained. They have all new and plenty of equipment down there, and they have some things down there that are new to me from just a month ago, or 2 months ago when I got through with my therapy. So they're on the cutting edge of what goes on. And of course, number 17 on our Tullahoma High School football team has a little something to do with that, because his mom's the one that is in charge of that whole deal. So
she keeps me going.
She's kept us all going for a long time, and we want to thank her. And we want to thank Coffee County Bank is one of our sponsors this year as well. And you know, they're the only locally owned bank in Tullahoma. Now, you consider that being in Coffee County. All the other banks have been bought out, and of course we still have friends in banks all over town that have been here for years, but the banks themselves are owned out of town. And Coffee County Bank, it's a small hometown bank. And Carter's saying, we want to thank Carter for choosing to be a part of the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show and be involved in local stuff.
Absolutely.
So appreciate them, and your coaching staff. I was just looking last night, and I finally did something, John, I guess I should have done a long time ago. I got my wife and me unlimited internet on our telephone because we were ending up paying $15. Yeah, so finally I said, so guess what I did yesterday that I'd never done before? I was on my telephone looking up high school football scheduling and stuff like that, because I wouldn't do it. I'd wait till I got in front of a computer where it didn't cost me anything. Right. So, and I was looking over our coaching roster, and you know, we have here's Jared sitting over here, and Caleb, and different ones, but we have some coaches that have been with us for a long time, and we have some younger coaches that are just doing an incredible job. Look at the defense we're putting up against a 6A, probably regional championship football team.
Well, I think this coaching staff works extremely hard, and that's the thing that we have always asked, is that you're willing to put the time in and you're willing to work, and you're not only working to try to make an improvement in schematics, but you're working with young people, you're working in their lives, and you know, the defense is headed up by Coy Sis, our linebacker coach. Defensive tackles, Jermaine Johnson. Defensive ends, Corey Searcy. And then the secondary is divided up between Brady Goodman and Jared Olive. Brady also takes care of special teams, so you see the influence of Brady over these last 4 or 5 years, where we've really had unique kickoffs and you know, our PAT, we don't just line up and do a PAT. We make the other team have to take time and practice every week to get ready for it, and he'll even switch it up in the middle of the season so it doesn't look the same as it did in the previous 2 or 3 videos. On the offensive side of the ball, you have Mo Torres, who's been with me a long time at offensive line. We have a former player, Tim Lemon, that works with him and helps him with the offensive line. And then we have Caleb Olive's got the quarterbacks, and Maurice Shaw, who's been with us a long time, has got the running backs and also takes care of the freshman team. And then wide receivers, we go back out to Jared and Brady, break that up again. And then Michael Holliday takes care of all the kicking as far as actual working with kickers, holders, etc. So it's been pretty unique. Coach McMurtry comes along with us on Friday night to give us an extra set of eyes. He had been a signal guy, but we've changed it around to where he's upstairs in the press box now. And then we've had another young man return to us, Jonathan Daniel, who is primarily helping Coach Shaw with the freshmen, but on game nights he's upstairs providing that another set of eyes, and so you see things from upstairs. Caleb has come down on the sideline, so that puts it where there's a little bit better communication and so forth with coaches and players, but you don't see as well from down there on the sideline.
Yeah, right.
You just you hope that you're seeing it correctly, but you depend upon the people upstairs to tell you, you know, hey, that was the linebacker that got off the block or whatever.
Right.
They'll see that a little bit easier than we do. Or if there's a schematic thing of the end was coming underneath and the tackle was going out and around him, you see that a little bit easier upstairs than you do from down on the sideline.
Well, Fran looked at me and she said, "Who is that guy down there in black?" And I said, "Honey, there's a lot of guys down there in black." And she said, "No, that man right there, he's got black shorts on and a black shirt, and he looks like he's in the military." And I said, it's probably the strength coach.
Oh, I didn't talk about Larry Campbell. I should have talked about Larry.
And she said, "Well, why would you think he is?" And I said, "Because he's got to be a drill sergeant, just like a military guy. You know, your strength coach is somebody who has to push you."
He loves it. He does a great job.
And he just has that postured jaw.
He doesn't coach football or anything. He is strictly strength, speed, conditioning.
Yeah.
He and Whitney Morris, I gotta tell you that she gets in there with them and so forth and pushes them through, and you know, so, and there's others, you know, you got Heath McCullough and Ricky Christie, and Terry Pockris and Tom Fulton, Jimmy
Hollinsworth. Hey, and we need to say hello to them because they're probably watching.
People don't understand how many people it takes to make this thing function.
Randy Wilson,
and so anyway, there are a lot of them. I'm sure I've left somebody out as I'm going through all this, but it's a family. It is a family thing that we hope our young men, when they leave here, they feel like they're part of that family forever.
I told my son Jacob when he got ready to leave high school, and he was till he got hurt the second time, he was talking about playing ball somewhere, and I said I want you guys, and I was talking to several of them, you guys to realize, you know, most of y'all probably won't go to a UT or an Alabama or something. You're going to play football, you're going to be going to a smaller school. Their facilities won't be as good as what you're playing in right now. The field won't be as good. The fans won't be as many. Said, you've got right here one of the greatest support systems in football, at high school football in a town like Tullahoma, where you're playing with your friends that you played your whole life with.
Yes.
It doesn't get any better than this. You might get more pay for doing it, but it just doesn't get any better than Friday night football.
Well, we've had several go off to play small college football and come back kind of disappointed, because the community is great, the support's awesome. When I was in college playing small college football, they most time would feed you a good meal before the game. After the game, they'd give you a brown bag as you got on the bus. And I just thought, that's not how you want to do things. I mean, you haven't eaten a real meal for 8 hours. It's 10 o'clock at night.
You're hungry.
And Mark Moran and our quarterback club have always been willing to get out and fundraise. And so we stop and eat at a restaurant if at all possible. Every now and then. It's not, and I'm not talking about the nearby trips. Nearby trips, we can get back to Tullahoma and then go get their own food.
Right.
Restaurants are still open.
Sure.
But when you take off for 2 hours to go play someplace, we normally try to find a place, and that costs a lot of money to feed that many people.
Particularly hungry football players.
But anyway, I think we try to create an experience. We want that experience to be better than what it actually is 20 years from now when they're telling their stories to each other.
Right.
But that's the goal.
That's the goal, and we do a great job of doing it here in Tullahoma. And this gentleman right here for 29 years has done a great job in leadership. So what we'll do right now is we'll take a quick commercial break. The band did take the field for, I think, a song, but there was something we didn't have a capture of that. So we'll get them next time, but we've got the drum. Hey band, you're represented right back here. We'll be back after this commercial break with the third quarter of Tullahoma High School and Shelbyville.
I can think of this wonderful little woman that I had. She said, I can't talk. There's nothing there. And she said, I want my voice back. After the first session, she was loud. I'll never forget this. She said, there's a voice in me still. Whether it's Parkinson's or a stroke or whatever, they are not at the bottom, but they can always get better.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Southern Electric and Plumbing Supply, located at 107 Southeast Atlantic Street in Tullahoma, is the area's premier location for electric and plumbing supplies and fixtures, featuring GE appliances, Delta faucets, and complete fixture lines displayed in a state-of-the-art showroom. So if you're a contractor working on new construction or a homeowner working on a weekend remodel project, Southern is the place to find that special fixture you need to make your home shine. Southern's experienced staff can help you solve any problem. Southern Electric and Supply Company, 107 Southeast Atlantic Street, Tullahoma, 455-5402.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, Shelbyville's the option. They'll take the ball. We kick it off, and we can't get it to the end zone. Got it to the 3-yard line, and he's going to get it all the way back out to the 41. Scared everybody a little bit, but Reagan Tomlin makes the play to keep it from being a disaster. And then this may be the most time-consuming 59-yard drive I've ever had in my coaching career. Great job there. Brandon Painter and Jacob Dixon. Dixon's the one that came in and blew it up. Brandon makes the play. Owen Stroop, Jacob Dixon on the stop, 3rd and 1.
Oh, yeah, got him. Don't let him go.
Yep. Had him and couldn't get him back there, so it's 4th and 1. And they hit Puckett out here for a short gain. Will Pardon, but it's enough to give him a 1st down.
Almost got a hand on that ball.
And they're trying to throw the hitch route, and Chris almost gets it, misses it. Jacob Dixon comes across and makes the tackle, so we don't give up a huge play.
Chris is reading that stuff pretty good for somebody never played before, isn't he?
He's got a lot of natural ability. Lots of natural ability.
There he is.
And they go deep and not able to catch it in bounds. We knew they would take shots. We knew that was coming. We thought they would take at least 3, probably up to 5. So far, we have held against the shots. They pick up 1st down though.
Shot time. Nope.
And Mr. QB, Mr. Cunningham there, keeps it on the read option. We took the dive, but the guy assigned quarterback got picked off. He never made it to the quarterback. Here they come back, same play. This time, we don't get picked off. We've got people there, Caden Tucker and Jacob Dixon, stopping for a very short gain. And then they don't bring Puckett back in there, and they just run a little trap in there with him doing the trapping. It's really more of an inside zone, I guess, where they double people and so forth. And trap the end with Puckett. And you see him go get the end there.
Oh, good job.
And we stuff it that time. We stuff it better. And we get caught here with the wrong personnel on the field, so we'll take a timeout. Here he comes trying to run to the outside, and we get him knocked out of bounds, keeping him from getting a touchdown there. Comes Puckett again. You can see the trap by him. He picked off a linebacker that time. We got a host of Wildcats making the stop. We're not willing to concede it here.
Nope. Make them fight for everything they get.
And we could have made the tackle right there. If we'd have hit him low, we might have been able to make the tackle and kept him out of the end zone, but instead of 4, we knew they'd go for 2. And your bet is quarterback's the one don't carry it.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of which play they would want to use there. And so they tied up. Good job by them. Good opening drive by them. It ate up a ton of time to be just a 59-yard drive. Chris on the return here. They've got the ball in decent position. We just got to respond. Come back, hit Brody, break the tackle. Great job. Break another tackle. And roll down that sideline. We come right back. There goes Mr. Keyshawn again. No safeties in the middle of the field. He outruns them as they try to come and close on him. And so we respond right back.
For the extra point.
And Justice puts it through, so we're up 21-14. We didn't even take a minute off the clock.
No.
They ate nearly 8 minutes off the clock. But we've scored. Change our kick approach. And they watch it hit the ground. Jacob Dixon says, well, I'll take it if you guys don't. And we get the ball right there. You can't advance it, but you get the ball where you recover it. And, great job. Great job. Got to make them pay now.
Yes, sir, buddy. Yeah, make them hurt for every inch. That was a high chip
shot that Justice punched right there. And they'll get us down this time. Next one, though, will be to the house.
We found a little crease. They're having to bring more people outside.
Yeah, they've got those safeties split out wide.
There he goes again.
And there's no safeties.
Same
there.
play.
Same play. And
that's 3 touchdowns for that young man.
Yes. 138 yards on 7 carries. 3 TDs. That's a pretty good night.
That's a great night.
Well, Jackson will get them later on the same play. He just has a lot further to go, and they catch up to him.
So it's 28-14, folks.
And again,
now they can burn all the time they want to.
That's correct.
We don't care.
We pop it up again. This time we pop it up in another part of the field, and they're having a hard time finding it, but they do get it. But we'll take that.
There you go. There's a push down right there.
That one was uncalled for. And
15 yards.
So instead of having the ball at the 31, they get it at the 46. And they run their bubble screen, and they pick up 7 or 8 yards. And here comes another shot. And we're in pretty good coverage there.
You know, when I was
we're in real good coverage.
In 1967, when I was playing blocking back for Tullahoma High School and throwing the football, you would never have thrown a ball laterally to the outside of the field.
That's what's changed the game. It's changed it. How fast you can get the ball to the outside. You got to have speed on the defensive side of the ball. You don't have any speed, you're in trouble nowadays on the defensive side of the ball. It used to be you could play as long as you could keep them contained and make them run up inside, and you could tackle, you could play. Whether you had speed or not, you could play. But now it's all about having enough speed to close on the football.
Right.
Because it's a sideline to sideline game. That's the biggest change during my time period being in football.
3 yards in a cloud of dust is what we called it.
Yeah.
Single wing.
Yeah, you grew up in a single wing. I grew up in the wishbone. And, you know, you took shots down the field every now and then, but you primarily, you're going to run the football.
Yeah.
That's what you primarily did.
So we had a great third quarter.
Had a great third quarter. We're up 28-14. Now you just don't want to make any mistakes on your end of the field.
Right.
Make them have to go the long way to get back into the game.
Yeah, make them hurt to get. We'll give them stuff, but make them hurt to get it.
Right.
Make them take time.
I mean, you just again, you can't take everything away from a team like this.
No,
because if you
no.
concentrate too much on the quarterback, four's gonna rip you.
Right.
If you try to play assignment football, somebody's gonna take the dive, somebody's gonna take the quarterback. Well, they know that, and so they change their blocking scheme up to try to block the guy in their offense. This was designed to take the quarterback,
right?
Because that's who they want to have the football.
Right.
The running back gets it if they take the quarterback.
Right. Right. So we'll take a break right now for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why I keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
All right, this is Richard Brooks at Templar Shooting Sport.
We've got an indoor range, which obviously is the highlight of coming into our building. But we do have guns for sale. We can rent guns. People can walk in right off the street. We've got educational classes from if you've never touched a gun before in your life to advanced courses, the handgun permit course for the state of Tennessee, 1101 South Jackson Street. Our phone number is 931-222-4657. You can find us on Facebook, Templar Shooting Sports, and our website is www.templarshootingsports.com.
We'd like to welcome Vanderbilt Hospital to Tullahoma as the new owner of Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital. For years, people have had great service at Heart and Hospital. And many times people make the statement, I need to go to Vanderbilt to get the best care. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to go to Vanderbilt to get the best care, because Vanderbilt is now in Tullahoma as the new owner of Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital. For all of your health care needs, top quality, best research, new equipment, look forward to great health care at Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital.
Check out our new Woodard's Diamonds and Design showroom, which is now located on 2011 North Jackson Street in front of the Walmart Shopping Center. We've got 4,600 square feet now, beautiful diamond and gemstone jewelry, and a much easier and nicer place to come shop. This is still your place to come. Still have a great team of people. Still have wonderful diamond jewelry and bridal gifts. We have our Levion, which is out there. Even new creations of Chatham Created Gems, or the new Pandora, and even Kendra Scott, which is a brand that people have been asking for years now. So lots of new things, as well as some of your old friends here that are still here to serve and take good care of you. Thank you.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, Coach, we're back, and this is the fourth quarter, and we're up 28-14.
And we got them in a long yardage situation, which really surprised me when they ran the ball right there. I really thought that the quarterback would have run it if anybody was going to run it. But anyway.
Almost blocked another one.
Tackle there and make them punt, and we'll take over. And throw the bubble screen to Jacob there, and they nearly pulled it out there as he was trying to step inside the
Got their hand on it, didn't
they? Got their hand on it just enough to. The only time all night long that play got stopped, though. Jackson Sheffield there.
They had everybody on the team out there.
We're facing a 3rd and long right here. And they had too many men on the field. So now it's 3rd and manageable. And Brian Scott keeps it. And he picks up the first down.
Our little quarterback's pretty quick, too.
He's very quick. He's not as thick as Cunningham, though, and I don't mind him carrying the ball. I don't need him to carry it 20 times a game.
You don't need him hurt.
No, we definitely don't need that. Don't need anybody hurt. Jackson, he finds the opening in the crease now, and they were able to catch up to him there, but you know, he's picked up close to 40 yards, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he'd been closer, he would have scored right there. But it's the same thing. The safeties are split out now to take that play away, and Brian Scott pulls it down when he sees them jump the bubble route there to Brody Melton. He was getting ready to throw it to Brody, and their defender did a great job. He jumped it.
Ooh.
And then that's just a great job by Shelbyville right there. That was a
Jackson took a lick right there.
That was a decleater. That one takes your cleats off the ground. And can't get the edge man blocked that time, so we've got 3rd down and about, I don't know, 10, I guess. And Jackson's going to make a great cut right here. And I thought he was going to get in the end zone. He's trying to drive it to the end zone.
He didn't?
The ball never got to it. Yeah, it was a good call by the official there. The ball never crossed the line. His helmet did.
Yeah.
And if he could have extended his arms, but he couldn't extend his arms. They had him up. Yeah, wrapped, and he would have really risked fumbling it there. But, I mean, that's the good sign. It's a 1-2 punch. We've got Jackson and we got Keyshawn, and that's a good 1-2 punch. And hats off Shelbyville. They win. They won that one. I don't know. I think in the last 2 years, that may be the first time we got stuffed on a quarterback sneak for a yard. Less than it was 4th and 1, and we couldn't get it.
But we've got them in a bad situation.
We've got them in a bad situation. We were going for it no matter what. There was no reason to kick a field goal at that point in time. You got them backed up. Time's on your side. Let's eat some clock. They got a long ways to go. Just don't give them any big plays. And they don't throw the hitch, or no, they went deep here, and Brock Stroop's in great position.
If you can't score, that's the best position you can be in. Yes. Your opponent on the 1 foot line
that's
in your end zone.
And we're almost about to get a safety on them right there, and we still stuff them, and so it's 4th down, and they're backed way up, and they're going to go for it. That play didn't count. They blew it dead. If that one had counted, we'd have taken over there at the 5-yard line. They come back, and they're going to try to throw the post route, which we knew was one of their favorite routes. And Chris Usselton makes the interception. And obviously, if we could have recruited him better so that he played for us as a sophomore and a junior, he would have known just to knock that one to the ground, and we would have taken over at the 2-yard line instead of out at the 30.
Right.
But a little bit lack
But he
of
got an
experience,
interception.
right? He got an interception. We're excited for him. Just the next time, we hope that he knows the down and the distance, and I'm
He
tickled
will.
to death.
He's smart.
Yeah, I'm tickled to death with him. He played a lot of football and he missed part of the preseason. So he's just a young man that I think will get better and better throughout this year. And here Ryan escapes, and he throws one off his back foot there, and we give up, it's all right. We've lost some scoring opportunities that we should have capitalized on, but it just tells you how much better we can be if we get to where we execute a little better.
Right. And they had a penalty down there.
Yeah, they blocked Cam Robinson in the back. So it backs them back up. And again, clock's our friend. Just keep everything in front of you. And I think that was Ethan Anderson, a young man that's come back out for football, a senior. And I'm pretty sure that was Ethan that had made that stop. We're just at the point now, hey, let them, that's all right, come up and tackle him, keep him in bounds. Good, Brock. And Brandon gets over there to finish him off, and so clock's rolling. That's what you want.
That's all we care about right now.
2 touchdown lead.
It just seems like that they weren't in any kind of a rush. It's like they raised the flag.
Well, I'm just glad to get a win. Colton Proctor there makes the play on the quarterback draw, and then they take a shot deep, and we're in good position there. Owen Stroop. And they come back to the quick hitch, and again, we'll let them have that one, and that's Joe Duncan making the tackle there. And
he's a quick closer.
Yes. They're going to take a shot deep, and Jacob can't hang on to that greased pigskin.
Yeah, that ball went sideways.
They're going to go empty here, and tries to get it to the big tight end. It's complete. And again, we're willing to give them yardage as long as we keep them in bounds. It stops for the first down, but then
look at here, good job.
Yeah, great job. That may have been Keyshawn running him after him, or maybe, I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention there, to be honest with you. That may have been Caden Bradford chasing him. Was it 56
yes,
that was chasing him?
56 is
yeah,
one.
Caden Bradford who was chasing him. And keep him in bounds, very good. As that's the last play of the game. Tullahoma Wildcats 1-0 on this season, and get a victory against Shelbyville High School, which
now with this new alignment, how many regional games do we have?
We have 8 region games. We got one more non-region this coming week with.
And then everybody else we play from now on is a region game.
That's the reason we weren't able to play Franklin County this year for the first time, and who knows when. We play this coming Friday, though. Coffee Pot
game Friday night
at Coffee County, and you may purchase tickets early at the high school's main office. See Ms. Melville or Ms. Bond. They'll be glad to sell you a $7 ticket. We pre-sell these so that you don't have to stand in line over there. Now, if you do wait and purchase your ticket over there, you have to purchase it on GoFan. They do not sell any hard tickets at the gate at Coffee County this year. So If that new phone that you were talking about, being able to look at stuff, you got to go to a website called GoFan, and you would go to Coffee County, and then it should pop up, Coffee County versus Tullahoma, and you would purchase your ticket off that electronic device, and you would show your ticket as you walk in. They punch it and allow you to walk through with your ticket. But if you want the hard ticket and you want to buy it so that you don't have to stand in line, then all you have to do is come up to the office this week, at least Monday through Thursday. I'm not sure when they're coming to pick their tickets back up, whether it's going to be Thursday afternoon or Friday. But either way, you come up to the high school and give Ms. Melville $7 for each ticket that you'd like to buy, and she will be glad to tear you off what I call a hard ticket.
Okay.
And then all you got to do is walk up to the gate and hand them your ticket and walk on in. But if you wait to do it on Friday, it's only electronically, so you'll need a phone that has the ability for you to have that on your phone so that you would show that to the gate worker, and then they'll punch it, redeem it, and then they'll let you walk in.
Okay, looking at that from the further down the road perspective, is every place we go going to be that way?
Everybody's a little different. And as the COVID variant rises back up again, it will not surprise me if more of us don't have to go back to the electronic ticket taking. You know, it was something we had to use last year, as nobody, you know, you're just trying to stop anything from spreading as far as surfaces go. This year, I think it'll be a mixture.
Okay.
But Coffee County has chosen to stay with electronic ticketing at their gates versus having a hard copy ticket. Right now, we're a hard copy ticket. Come September 10, our plan is to sell a ticket to you at the window, and you present it at the gate. The virus numbers may make it to where we have to go back to electronic ticketing,
Okay.
but we hope not. We hope that it's able to stay, and we work our way through this like we did last year with the virus, and hopefully our county numbers will start going back down soon. Right now they're mushrooming. We need to get it to come to a halt and get it coming back down again.
Get your shots.
Might not, you know, I don't know what the shots do as far as protecting you, but they do say it at least makes it less. And as somebody who's had the virus, I really don't want it again, and I really don't want it as bad as I had it the first time.
Right, understood. I didn't have any problem with it, but hey, in your 28 years, what's your record against Manchester, Coffee County?
I don't know.
We've done pretty good, though.
I can name the years that we've lost to them most of the time. You know, I know we lost to them in '96, but anyway, I used to be able to tell you exactly how many times I'd lost there in that ball game.
But that's been a great game ever since I was playing, and even before that.
I know this. You can throw the records out. I learned that the very first year. We're a 7-2 football team getting ready to play a 2-7. Our 3-6 Coffee County team. It's the 10th ball game of the year. It's cold. It had been warm all day, and it's one of the coldest games I've stood on a sideline just because I didn't have enough clothing. We win at 6-0, and I mean, it's just
miserable.
All I can tell you is the coffee pot game, the old cliche, throw the records out.
Okay.
That's part of it. It's you do throw the records out. We've had the upper hand here for the last couple of years, but you know, that doesn't mean a thing. Doesn't mean a thing. You know, they beat us rather severely in 2015 and 2016, and we've had a win against them. Alante Taylor's senior year over there, I think it was 42-41. Great ball game.
Yeah.
Since you're on the winning side, it was a great ball game.
Great ball game, sure.
And then that was in 17, and then 18, 19, and 20. We've been the better team, and they'll be ready for us. So Coach Green's done a good job. He's got a lot of people playing the game. He has some really good young kids to mix in with his veterans coming back. They're victorious last night at Franklin County. So all the emotions and everything that go into this game, it'll be hopefully a very entertaining game. Hopefully we'll find a way to be the team that comes out on top.
Buy your ticket at the high school.
Get with your neighbors and go to Coffee County and watch what Friday Night Football should be all about in southern Middle Tennessee.
I imagine we'll travel just as well over there as we did to Shelbyville. So we'll see you next time, folks, on the football field next Friday night over at Coffee County, where we'll have the coffee pot game, and the Tullahoma Wildcats will just keep on a rolling, hopefully.
That's what we hope.
Got about, 14 games to play this year?
It'd be awesome.
It'd be great. It could be a number one first-time thing, just like that drum back there. First time it's ever been on this set. Max, we'll see you next week, buddy. Thank you, folks.